Stephen Fogarty waved out of the dots, and Nick Patan will step in against Brad Lambert, who comes back into the lineup after missing the past 2 games. Wild able to win the face-off, comes in behind the net for Lambert, and he'll start ahead. Lambert out of the zone, but no further. Wild onto the puck, and will fire it in. Comes to Teasdale down low. Pressured by Lundmark and Lambert. Patan comes away with the puck, sends it up top for O'Rourke. They'll feed it back down below the goal line. Teasdale tips it over into the corner. Fogarty gets there first, bumped. Puck to the line though. From the right point, onto the left side. Long shot knocked down in front, shuffled off to the wall, and Parker Ford just jams it out to neutral ice. Wild to it quickly though, and will fire it back into the Moose zone. A minute, 15 seconds into the first period, 0-0. Wild with the first 2 shots of the hockey game. Watched the Wild take advantage of that a couple of times already to just hold the puck in a little bit longer. Haven't got any really good chances off it just yet. But they've been able to continue pressuring the Moose. Manitoba winning the face-off in its own zone. Puck ahead to Lambert, and he'll roll it in. Carson Lambos back after it. Her first-round picks going into the corner. Moose come up with the puck. Here's Ford stepping to the side of the net, puts it up top. Capobianco rolls it in behind the net for Malott. Assists in 3 straight games. Malott leaves the puck off for Lambert. Puts it back up top for Barteau. He'll fire it off the end wall looking for a bounce. It comes to Malott. He's pivoted off the puck, but Lambert there to gather it up. Brad Lambert to the top of the zone, cycles it back down low, and there's Malott in behind the net. Steps out wide, spins it to the front of the net. Ford just couldn't quite get a stick on it as the pass was wide of him. Wild trying to bounce it out of the zone and 2 off the stick of Malott. It'll come to the Moose blue line, but good shift for that group. There's Dawson Barteau back in his own end. Over for Capobianco. Passes it up to center. That'll bounce over to Ford, who hasn't had a chance to get off the ice yet. And then Ford gets bumped hard over by the Iowa Dec. And a good read by Nicholas Jones in neutral ice will help the Moose get through a change as the Wild tried to quick up it. 7.5 minutes have gone by in the first period, still 0-0. Moose looking for their first shot of the game. Tip back to the top of the Iowa zone. Moose will have to retreat as Lundmark flips it on for Parker Ford. Moose are in over the line early, and that will be an offside call as Johansson and Malott go jostling into the corner. 12:13 remaining in the first period, still 0-0 between the Moose and the Wild. You're listening to Manitoba Moose Hockey in the opening minute where he got 2 chances in tight. The rest have been shots through traffic, but all it takes is 1 funny bounce. Moose win the face-off and will start out to neutral ice. Parker Ford ahead for Malott, right back for Ford. In front, goes to the backhand, couldn't get it to go, and then Lambert skates over top the puck and couldn't stuff it in the open cage. Here's Lambert spinning to the front of the net. Nice move, and a shot turned away by McIntyre. Over to the right side, Bauer long shot tipped in front by Malott. That goes up over top as the Moose come oh so close. Looked like they may have been offside on their re-entry, but will continue play down into the corner. On the near side, Bankier stripped of the puck by Parker Ford. Snaps a shot up high, and that's off the shoulder and mask of McIntyre and rattles away from the cage as Iowa will flip it out. 3 shots on goal on that shift for the Moose. Lambert on for Malott, but passes too far in front of him. That will just result in Malott heading off. Brad Lambert will settle into the dot. They'll take this face off to the right of Delia. And the Wild win it back, but a little too much gusto on that one from Mike O'Leary. Gets airborne and past O'Rourke, though he'll wander back to neutral ice and fire it into the Moose zone. Barteau working against a couple of Wild in the corner, able to boot it loose for Malott. Pressed to the top of the zone by Manitoba and dished out for Parker Ford. Ford, though, challenged on the play, gives it to Lambert, who will settle it back for Barteau. Flipped one through the middle of the ice, which somehow eluded everybody. Icing was waved off. And back into the zone is Conley. Pressured by Malott, forced to just dump it in behind his own net. O'Rourke is there though, and he'll skip it off the glass to the line. And out, and O'Leary to it, but 6:36 left in the first. The Moose that close once more to the opening goal. And now in behind the goal, Parker Ford. Skates up the boards, tries to move it in front for Lambert. It bounces through to Malott, but he's shoved away for the puck before he can shoot. And the puck cleared out to neutral ice. Bounces onto the stick of O'Leary. He'll fire it in. Wild were offside. Conley's got a tag up, does, but meanwhile it's played ahead for Malott, and he'll dish it down in the near side corner. Ford jostling with his man, taps it out in front, wanted to get that to Malott, but it was picked off, and now the Wild out of the zone. Conley turned back, but he'll pick up the puck himself and flip it in. Leads Raska ahead. He'll skate in behind the goal. Raska gets it out into the slot for a chance, but Conley couldn't avoid the maze of legs in front of him, and the shot ricochets wide of the goal. Great look there for Kevin Conley. Up to the top of the zone, spot check. Plays it in behind the net. Kuzman onto it for Manitoba. Bongiovanni trying to lead it ahead for Ford, but a tough spot for Parker Ford. He's got a man coming right down on top of him. Moose launch it ahead for Malott. He'll steer it into the zone for Ford, but too far in front of him, and the Wild take over. Stepping ahead, Johansson leaves it at the top of the zone. Lambert closes quickly to steal, but then Johansson down in the corner knocks it right back. Played off of his stick ahead for Malott. He's pinned to the wall by Conley. Puck bounces to the top of the zone, and maybe a chance for the Moose to get moving, as it'll be played ahead for Lambert. Lambert beat to the puck by O'Rourke, and he'll take body position and able to play it up the near side. Stretched out into the middle. And cruising ahead was Bankier for a shot. He's tackled to the ice, and Delia makes the save. Conley a long drive. That one tipped wide of the net. Bounces into the corner for Kuzman. Quickly off the wall from Ford to Lambert. He'll streak forward. On for Malott. Malott gives it back to Lambert, who is Lambert, and he'll guide the puck into the offensive zone. Brad Lambert spins back to the wall, but the puck started rolling on him. That lets Patan close in. Battle along the wall, pops loose for Johansson. And the Wild will just lift this back to the Moose blue line. Sautner backing up to gather up the puck, and he'll play it for Lambert. Dishes across for Lundmark. Simon Lundmark was eyeing up Jeff Malott, streaking ahead, takes a simpler play over to Ashton Sautner, and he'll send that down into the corner. O'Rourke under pressure from Lambert and Malott, able to just roll it past that pressure. Plays it ahead, and here come the Wild at full steam. Here's Patan into the zone. He's got room to walk right in, but coming off the back check was Ford, and just checked the stick in time. Jokin chips the puck off the boards. Lundmark, patient with the puck, sends it across for Sautner, and he'll stretch it into the zone. Nikinen scoops it down in behind the Iowa net with 5 minutes gone in the second period. Pass comes onto the stick of Nick Patan. 4 goals in his past 2 games. Patan sends it across the ice, and O'Rourke will rip it in and around the wall. Malott, his stick checked. Puck to Patan. He's pinned in the corner by Lambert. Rolls it up the near side boards. Puck rolls on. Lambert knocks down Patan in the first power play of the game. At full tilt back into the Iowa zone with 18 seconds left now on the penalty. Moose have allowed 2 shots on this power play. Now they'll win the faceoff. Lundmark chips it into the middle. Jones picked it out of the air, and that will allow the Wild to move ahead. Play it down into the Moose zone. Sautner knocks his man down. Pass comes back. Great play to hold it in by O'Rourke. Drives one to the net, and the save made. And now a stretch play for Lambert out of the box. He's in on the breakaway, goes to the backhand. Great save, rebound, they score! Parker Ford finishes it off, and it's 1-0 Moose. Great play by Nicholas Jones to recognize that Lambert was going to be coming out of the box. Hits him with a great feed. Brad Lambert able to do what he does, get in, put a good move on the netminder, and that took care of McIntyre, and all Ford had to do was get a piece of that puck, and it was going in. It was just sitting there, and Ford went in at top speed to get there. Just managed to poke it over the line. Ford also had to, and the Moose still lead 1-0. 10 seconds left in the Wild power play. They have 3 shots on goal on it. Forward to the dot for the Moose. Wild win it. Spot check at the line. Over for Lambos, moves in with a shot that will catch the corner and go all the way back out to neutral ice. Chibrikov out of the box. The Moose penalty kill is 2 for 2, and now Chibrikov steals the puck, but it came out over the line, and CJ Cease was changing over the place. Pass up through the middle of the ice. Ford knocks it down. His pass back for Sotner. Again, gets rolling on edge. Puck off the back wall again, flips up on its side. Moose defense manages that well, and it's on for Lambert. Into the middle for Ford. Ford, puck's bouncing around again. We might need to get a new one out of the freezer. There's Ford at the top of the zone. Under pressure, steers it over to Lundmark, who gets the puck to the wall for Sotner. He'll play it down into the corner. Lambert behind the net, tried to put it out in front from a lot, missed him, but it finds Lundmark. Back door for Ford, he was wide open on the near side, but it rolls off of his stick. And then it's chopped down the ice by the Wild, and we'll see if that has enough. That will not get down for icing. Lap. Looks like he's okay though. For a moment looked like he was shaking out his foot, but may have been an equipment thing. 5 minutes to go in the second period. The Moose with a 2-0 lead. Following Capobianco's shorthanded tally, the Wild will win the faceoff in their own zone. And now bring it ahead. Good stretch feed. Into the zone is Kevin Conley. Skates in below the goal line. Bauer eliminates him there. Pass out in front. That'll get all the way to the line, but a good stick by Nicholas Jones. Will deflect it out to neutral ice. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Raska sends it across. A hot shot from Conley zips wide. Back across. Comes to the top of the zone. Here's a one-timer tipped in front. Delia makes the save. There is no rebound, and Chaz Lucius is out of the box. On CJ Cease before the Capobianco goal. Just couldn't get back in position after that brilliant stop. Right off the face-off. Jeff Malott launched one just past the far top corner. Catches the corner all the way back down in the Moose zone. Brad Lambert does a loop of his net. Plays it to the top of the Moose end. Malott gets decked from behind. Puck comes to the top of the zone. Doesn't get out. Now play comes over to the near wall. Parker Ford able to get to the puck, and he'll steer it into the middle for Simon Lundmark. He skates over the line. One ahead for Lambert, but unable to connect cleanly, and that'll be offside, though it seems Brendan Miller is heading to the penalty box. The first half of that penalty kill, despite the Moose having it in the offensive zone pretty much the entire time. There's Lambert, nifty move in. Will chase his own puck down into the corner. Pinned to the wall by Spotcheck. Moose able to get to the puck, though, and Parker Ford in the far corner. He's up the wall. Ford rolls the puck on for Malott, moves into the circle, fires a shot, blocked. Bounces to Lambert, couldn't let it go right away. Now back for Malott again, his one-timer, stopped by McIntyre, and the rebound is lifted down the ice. Good stop there by Zane McIntyre on Jeff Malott, who was open in the slot for that one-timer. There's Lambert weaving into the zone. Power play about to expire. Moose to the puck. There's a shot from Ford, puts it back door, but it was off of a body and nearly fluttered into the net, but a good save by McIntyre to battle that puck away from danger. So a couple of decent looks for the Moose on that power play, but unable to extend the lead. But here they come again. Jones off the wing, cuts to the front of the net, but he's turned away by McIntyre, and the puck is ripped the length of the ice. And that'll go for Nikkanen. Jeff Malott fresh on the ice, patrols after the puck. But it's swatted down the ice, so the Moose will try and quick up this for Parker Ford, and in he comes. Ford off the wing, he scores! Parker Ford, a snipe to the far top corner, and it's 3-0 Moose. Parker Ford with his 4th goal in the past 4 games. 2 in the contest. And just like that, the Moose have a 3-0 lead. That'll be Ford's first multi-goal game of his AHL career. Simon Lundmark with the stretch play on to Ford to get him into the zone. Just leaned into one and picked the corner. And the Moose have a 3 spot on the board. Big early period goal Ford moves the puck for Lambert. Had to step back from a check. Teasdale still got enough of them to knock him down. I think that was mostly Lambert back from the hit. Then he takes a pretty good shot in below the goal line. Throws a couple of cross checks after Teasdale. Arms stay down from the officials. And play will continue. Minute and 14 seconds into the third. Parker Ford has the Moose up 3-0 side of the ice to get in for a change. Wild working it ahead. Here's Patan lifting it down into the near side corner of the Moose zone. Ford takes the pass from Kuzman. Played on for Lambert. Batted right back into the Moose zone, but it's onto the stick of Parker Ford. He'll play it ahead for Lambert. Puck comes off the wall and almost right out in front for Parker Ford, but slapping the glove down on top of it was McIntyre. As the latest shards of a broken stick to snap will be carted off the ice. Been a tough night for the stick budgets on both teams. 4 minutes into the third period. Moose with a 3-0 lead. Parker Ford with 2 goals in the contest. Face-off win in their own zone for the Wild. Laid up the wall. Malott jostles with his man, but the puck gets all the way down. Lundmark in behind the net. Sends it around the board. Spacek is there to hold it in. Teasdale plays it in behind the net. Lundmark tangles up with Patan. Puck bounces out in front. Malott is there to gather it up, steered out wide, and lots of room to skate forward for Lundmark, though the puck just kind of got stuck there. And then Lundmark collides with the linesperson in front of the Moose bench. Moose will back him up, but the Wild right back into the zone. Here's Patan sending it across for Spacek. Traffic forming in front of the net. Spacek shot well wide. Patan zips one from the wall, trying to catch Delia napping. It goes into the corner. Now the puck to the side of the net. Glove down by Bankier. Moves it into the face-off circle for Walker. Walker cuts out in front, gets it to the goal. Delia makes a save, pokes it past Patan, and now Danny Jokin digging down the ice. Jokin and Dawson Barteau back to pick it up, playing in his first game as a member of the Manitoba Moose. He'll play it in. Parker Ford racing on the puck. His stick was checked. Malott follows up. Make sure that puck stays in deep. 7 minutes, 15 seconds into the third period. It's 3-0 Moose. Nick Patan in behind his net. Gives the puck away to Jeff Malott. Patan, though, comes over to address the Moose forward. Nearly came up with it. Ford steals. Puts it up top. Lundmark sends one towards the goal, looking for the tip. Didn't get one. Rings around to Parker Ford. He steps back into a check. Tries to send it on for Malott. Pass was blocked. And now the Wild moving forward with numbers. But Lambert and Malott doing a good job to get back into the play. Into the zone, Miller sends it across for Patan. Patan tries to go around Malott. Nothing doing there as the bigger forward just mauls Patan. And I believe the play ends up coming in offside at the Moose line. 12 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the third. The Moose, 10-12 to go in the third period, and a chance for the Moose to really put themselves in the driver's seat here for the final half of the third. Scrum draw, Malott able to work it to the line for Chibrikov. Chibrikov across the ice for Capobianco. Gets the Moose set up. Moves it for Lambert. Lambert into the face-off circle. An assist in the contest has him up to 20 points. To the line, Capobianco just managed to hold it in. Or did he? Fans howling for a whistle. Comes to the side of the net. Parker Ford wanted a shot. Zipped it wide, and it will come out to neutral ice. Lambert loops right back in. Steers it to the line. Capobianco. Right side, Chibrikov. Chibrikov moving in, down low. Malott spins and fires. Save made by McIntyre on the near side. That was a very close play at the line. Puck bounced up in the air, and Capobianco heading over there to make sure there's not some extra snow or something. The Iowa bench went ballistic. The fans didn't like it. So it was at least very, very close. Moose win another draw. 40 seconds into the power play. Capobianco spins it over for Chibrikov. Chibrikov back up top. Capobianco left side. Lambert the one-timer. That's blocked. One of the Wild defenders without a stick. Lambert across for Chibrikov, the one-timer, but he heals it. Finds the puck off the wall. Gives it for Capobianco. Down low, Malott spins out in front for a chance. Save made. Rebound, they score! Brad Lambert, his 10th goal of the season, and the Moose lead 4-0. It's another one of those down low plays to Jeff Malott. He was able to get in tight, stuff away a couple of times. McIntyre makes one save, and then it bounces over to Lambert. Ford may have got a touch on it as well. But Lambert on that back. They'll take a return feed from Jokin. Jeff Malott leading the change, goes right to the goal, lowering the shoulder, but McIntyre holds strong against his post. Wild will try and stretch this one out on a flip pass. Bounces down, icing was negated. Moose, though, able to clear outside the line. Flipped right back in by the Wild, and Kuzmin steps behind his net with 6:15 left in the third. Fires a pass up the wall, and Jeff Malott will send it in behind the Iowa net. Wild break the puck up ice, comes to Teasdale on the near side, starts bouncing, skips over his stick. Lundmark will send it off the wall for Ashton Sotner. Ahead for Lambert, but as he wanted to just flip this one out to neutral ice, he'll put it right out of play. And that will send the Moose to the penalty. Capobianco races across the ice, will hop off. And we're back to 5-on-5 with under 2 to go in the third, and the Moose leading by 4. Bartow sends it behind the net for Sotner. Wrapped around the glass, down the ice, and that will get down for an icing call. Face off to the right of Colin Delia, who stopped 24 of 25 in the contest. Very solid performance from the Moose netminder here today, including a stunning glove save. Puck fluttered in behind the goal. Bauer bumping with Raska, and then gives him a hack, and now Bauer was looking like he was going to go after Raska. Brad Lambert with a goal and an assist in the contest will step in to take the draw. It's won back by Louis Boudon. Walensky fires it ahead. Coming in, Ford trips up his man. Kuzmin. Stick kind of got caught up, spun out wide, and then right between the legs of one of the Wild, and they're back to the power play again.
Winnipeg Sports on CJOB. The game might be over, but the coverage continues on the Manitoba Moose postgame show. And to break it all down, here's your host, Daniel Fink, on CJOB.com.
Wasn't always pretty, but the Manitoba Moose able to claw their way to a 5-2